Okay, today is Friday, December 11th, 2020. My name is Randy Huntley with Property Management Advisors. We're at 8611 Cottage Street in Vienna, Virginia. And this is going to be a set of narrated videos having to do with the general condition and cleanliness of the house just before the tenant takes over as occupant here in the next day or so. And so the first video, we're going to show that just today we had the yard freshly mowed. Whatever leaves came up, they came up with the lawn mower. The weed beds were cleared out as much as they could be for the season. We had the bushes, they had a couple of these risers up here, so had them all trimmed down. And the reason I'm looking at the level right now, you see it's right down below the window line, or right at the window line. Time passes and life gets in the way, and we don't really watch those too much, but what we want to do is make sure that those stay right there at that window line and not grow over the window. And during the videos, what we'll do is point out some things that the tenants will be responsible for. We'll also point out the things that they're not going to be responsible for. Now, the house is not a perfect house, but what we're going to do is point out all of the little things that I see with my own eyes and with video that the tenants are not going to be responsible for when they get ready to check out. The tenants have a security deposit equal to 1 month's rent, and so if it turns out that we've given them a perfect house and they've given us back a less than perfect house, well, then there's a security deposit issue. So that's the reason for the videos, is we want to make sure that as much as we possibly can excuse me, that everything is disclosed as far as general condition is concerned. This first set of videos is going to be for the exterior, and then of course what we're going to do is make sure that we take the interior. But at around 3:30 the sun is starting to set a bit, and I thought I would like to get to the outside first. The one thing that I want to point out is that this hedge right here tends to grow quickly, especially mid-spring, late spring. And what we want to do is make sure that the AC system here is not overtaken by the hedge. We want to make sure that that's cut back as much as possible. That far, we don't want that encroaching on that, because that'll just choke that whole system out. And you know, I see a few leaves here and there. What we're looking for is for the condition not to devolve. We don't want to get any worse than it looks, you know, if you will. It's a poor choice of words, but we can't ever be perfect in taking all of the leaves out and weeding everything and just making it 100% perfect. That's never going to happen. So we all agree that we're all going to do our best to be accountable to each other and to make sure that the yard looks good to the owner's standards. Now, the landlord left a lawnmower in the shed, and I think there's keys to the shed inside, so if I do see a key to that master lock there, I'll come back out, open it up so we can get a video of what the interior of that shed looks like. So right now I think everybody has a pretty good idea of the exterior, and the tenants are going to be responsible for mowing. The landlord's mower is here, and we'll take it one step further, that if the lawnmower conks out for some reason, then PMA, my company, Property Management Advisors, will go ahead and make sure that there's a lawnmower here on premises that does work, and for the tenants to use. The tenants are responsible for shoveling the walk from their property line all the way down to their other property line. And then the driveway itself is the tenant's responsibility for snow removal, ice, things of that nature. And it's important for the tenants to do this because mailmen, they slip and fall down, and you don't want it to be because you neglected to shovel your driveway, eliminate ice if you can, etc. Nothing's perfect again, but it's the effort that we'd like to see. Okay, we've got slate stairs here up to the main front door area. I've got a package here. If this is to the new tenants, I believe so. We'll just take it in. Got a lockbox here, and I think my assistant will provide the code for the lockbox. Okay, great. All right, this closes out this first video. Next video will be that of getting on the interior.